We stop wasting energy on things beyond our reach, but understanding is one thing, practicing it is another. The next step is to cultivate acceptance through small moments in everyday life, preparing ourselves for bigger challenges ahead. When stuck in traffic, instead of growing impatient, use the time to reflect or listen to your favorite music. When rain ruins your plans, instead of feeling disappointed, embrace the moment, feel the cool raindrops on your skin. Breathe in the fresh scent of the earth after the storm. These small shifts gradually shape a new perspective, a different way of seeing the world. Ironically, the more we try to control life, the more vulnerable we become. But when we learn to accept, a strange sense of freedom emerges. It is like a river flowing around rocks instead of trying to break through them, or a kite soaring with the wind rather than fighting against it. We become more adaptable, more at ease, and most importantly, no longer dragged into unnecessary negative emotions. Is this easy? Of course not. Human nature craves control, wanting to bend everything to our will, and that very desire is what leads to disappointment. Ask yourself, how many times have you felt miserable just because something didn't go as planned? How many times have you been angry because someone didn't act the way you wanted? How many moments of joy have you lost, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future? Life will never be perfect, but we can choose how we perceive it. If today you decide to accept everything as it is, without resentment, without resistance, simply accepting, you will find the world lighter and your heart at peace, and that is the path to happiness. Yet accepting things as they are is only half the journey. After all, life is not just what we see in front of us. It is also the unknown that lies ahead. What will tomorrow bring? Will our expectations be met, or will an unexpected turn await us? If we keep fearing the unknown, can our minds ever truly be at peace to find lasting happiness? We must learn to embrace uncertainty with an open heart, something we will explore next. Number 3, embrace uncertainty. Why do we fear? Embrace uncertainty. Uncertainty because our minds are bound by the illusion of control. We want to know what tomorrow holds. We want certainty that our plans will unfold as expected, but in reality, everything can change in an instant. A sudden storm, an unexpected phone call, an unforeseen opportunity. What happens when we resist uncertainty? We become tense, anxious, desperately clinging to things that were never truly ours to hold. But what happens when we learn to embrace it? We become free. Epicurus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." When we internalize this wisdom, we stop wasting energy on what's beyond our control and focus, instead, on how we respond to it. A trader cannot control the market, but they can control their investment choices. A person cannot stop the rain from falling, but they can choose to carry an umbrella or enjoy the rain. It is this ability to take charge of our perspective that transforms uncertainty from an enemy into an ally. Imagine your mind as a wild horse. If you try to control it by pulling the reins too tightly, it will resist and throw you off. But if you learn to guide it with skill and ease, you can ride it freely without fear. Uncertainty works the same way, rather than fighting against it. Learn to ride its waves when faced with an unclear future. Don't panic, instead ask, what opportunity does this bring, rather than thinking, what's the worst that could happen? Ask yourself, how can I adapt? Applying this mindset in real life is not as difficult as you might think. The first step is to recognize the things you are trying to control in vain. Write them down. I worry about how others perceive me. I fear my plans will fail. I'm scared things won't go as expected. Then ask yourself, are these things truly within my control? If not, let them go. Next, practice adaptability. Try going through a day without rigidly planning every detail. Just let things unfold naturally. When an unexpected obstacle arrives, observe how you react. Do you tense up or do you accept it? Can you find a creative solution instead of resisting? Each time you succeed, you will feel lighter, stronger. Finally, cultivate faith in yourself, not blind faith that everything will always be fine, but the belief that whatever happens, you will handle it. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that human beings possess an extraordinary ability to adapt as long as they do not lose their composure in the face of the unknown. You don't need to know exactly what the future holds. You only need to trust that whatever comes, you will stand firm. Look back on your life. How many times have moments of uncertainty opened doors you never expected, leading you to incredible experiences beyond your imagination? Share your story in the comments. I would love to hear about your journey, and if you still hesitate to embrace uncertainty, perhaps now. Waiting, don't avoid it. Face it knowing that discomfort is a catalyst for personal growth. Even in the smallest ways, voluntarily embracing inconvenience, walking instead of driving, silencing your phone instead of letting it dictate your attention builds resilience. Doesn't it seem paradoxical? We often believe happiness lies in comfort, yet the most fulfilled people are those who have faced trials and mastered their minds in the face of adversity. When you willingly accept discomfort, it stops being suffering and transforms into training. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly faced something that made you uncomfortable? Did you step into it or shy away? The Stoics never sought the easy path. They entered life as warriors, standing firm in the face of storms, knowing that resilience is not found in avoidance, but in confrontation. If today feels difficult, don't curse it. Be grateful life is not breaking you. It is forging you. So the next time you find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, remember this growth never comes from ease. Embrace the challenge. Make it part of your journey. And in doing so, you will discover a profound sense of peace. Not by escaping life's hardships, but by rising to meet them. Number 9, reflect on death. Death, we live as if we were immortal, as if tomorrow is always there waiting for us to right our wrongs, to love, to chase unfinished dreams. We promise ourselves that one day we will truly start living. Yet we keep burying ourselves in trivial worries and invisible pressures. We postpone happiness, we delay life while time moves forward, waiting for no one. But if there is one undeniable truth in this world, it is this: we will die. Stoic Philphos Ophi does not shy away from death, it faces it head-on. The Stoics have a powerful mantra, memento. Mori, remember that you will die, not to instill fear, but to awaken us. When we truly grasp the inevitability of death, only then do we learn how to live. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Think about it. If today were your last, how would you live differently? Would you still hold grudges over petty matters? Would you continue scrolling through social media all day without genuinely connecting with anyone? Or would you hold your loved ones a little longer, summon the courage to say what you've never dared to say, and savor each moment you once took for granted?" And here lies the paradox. Contemplating death does not bring despair. It liberates us from meaningless burdens. It acts as a sharp blade cutting away the trivial, leaving us only with what truly matters. It reminds us that nothing is worth wasting time on, not regret, not fear, not the endless pursuit of things we don't actually need. How do the Stoics practice this? They do not wait until their final moments to learn how to live. Instead, they frequently ask themselves, if this were the last time I did this, how would I do it when eating, walking, conversing, observing the world? They approach everything with absolute presence, as if it were their last chance. You can start with a simple exercise each night before bed. Imagine that you might not wake up the next morning. Not to be pessimistic, but to reflect, did I live fully today? Did I do something meaningful? If this were my last day, would I have any regrets? This is not a new idea. Samurai warriors lived by the same philosophy. They believed that only by accepting death could they fight without fear. In the same way, when we make peace with death, we break free from the chains of unnecessary worries. We live boldly, fearlessly, without delaying what matters most, our very lives. So ask yourself again, if tomorrow never comes, are you truly living today? I'm genuinely curious, what is your answer? Feel free to share your thoughts. We've just explored 9 conclusion essential Stoic principles to help you let go and find true inner peace. Life is unpredictable, full of challenges and uncertainties, but you don't have to be swept away by them. Happiness isn't about controlling everything around you. It's about knowing what to hold on to and what to release. When you accept that some things are beyond your control, you stop being a prisoner of circumstances and start becoming the master of your own life. Peace isn't some distant destination. It's in the way you choose to live each day when you face adversity with calm resilience, when you stop letting emotions dictate your actions, when you realize that no one can take away the freedom within your own mind. That's when you truly find happiness. If this video has brought you value and you haven't already taken a moment to like it helps spread positivity to more people. Share your thoughts in the comments below and send this video to someone who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe. There's so much more wisdom coming your way. See you in the next video.